Hello, everyone. My name is Mangaliso Mukwape from AfricaKidsCode. I'm here today to talk to you about how you can keep your children safer online. Before I start, I'd like to bring it to your attention that this session is targeted at children between the ages of 7 to 14 years old. Next hour, I'd like you to put yourself in the shoes of that age group so that the content in the session makes sense to you. First things first, we're going to have a lot of fun today, and we need everyone to be able to hear. So throughout the presentation, if things get noisy, please raise your hand in the chat box, and I will make sure that everything works well and we are having fun. Okay, before we start, let's talk. The internet is a powerful tool. We can do so many things online. So to start off today, we're going to have some fun and find out how you actually use the internet. I'd like you to raise your hand if you use the internet or have ever used the internet. I see a few hands up. I'd like you to raise your hand if you've used the internet once a month. Okay, most of us have used the internet once a month. Keep your hand raised if you've used the internet once a week. Okay, I see more hands there. And keep your hands raised if you've used the internet at least once a day. Okay, I see most of us actually use the internet at least once a day, meaning we are always on the internet. Okay, I'd like us to do a quick survey to find out how the people in the audience today actually use the internet. I will share a few ways that people do use the internet, but I'd like you to also share some ideas on how you use the internet. Do you use the internet to chat with your friends? I know I do. Do you use the internet to do your homework? I know my daughter does this. Do you use the internet to share photos with your family and friends? I'm sure most of us do that. Do you use the internet to share funny photos and videos? You probably do that as well. So we are online a lot, and we really do use the internet for lots of different things. So it's hard not to want to stay connected wherever you go. In the world of the internet, you can learn everything that you want to learn and be anyone you want to be, almost like a superhero of the internet. But we should remember that in as much as the internet is a great place to be in, there are a lot of dangers on the internet as well. At this point, I'd like to introduce you to the bad guys of the internet. Remember, but with great power always comes great responsibility. And in the world of the internet, there are some dangers too. If you want to continue your awesome adventure through the world of the internet, you must learn to stay safe. So let's introduce you to the bad guys. The first bad guy is the oversharer. The second guy is the hacker. The third guy is the pisher. And the fourth guy is the troublemaker. As we continue the session, you will get to understand who these four bad guys are. So let's talk about how you can be an internet hero. To qualify to be an internet hero, you must be sharp. You must be strong. You must be kind. You must be alert. And you must be brave online. These 5 tips will help you to get there. Being sharp online means you need to be able to share with care. What do I mean about that? All of us know that whatever you share on the internet nowadays has a likelihood of going viral. The internet connects us to all and allows us to share in ways that we've never been able to share before. We can reach friends near and far with just one click. Raise your hands if you have seen this picture before. Has anyone seen this picture before? You're not alone. I actually hadn't seen this picture before until I got to work on this slides. This guy is called Salt Bay. This is a video of a man preparing a barbecued piece of meat. Now the video of Salt Bay has over 6 million views as of the 3rd of June 2019 and has been remade all over the web. This shows you the power of sharing, because we never know what we share and what must happen to what we share. So anything you share might actually surprise you and go viral. A good example is one that happened in our country with Master KG's Jerusalem Challenge. He was just doing a dance for his song. He didn't know that he would wake up one day and the video would have gone viral. Have you seen this particular video before? This video is Electricity by Mark Angel Comedy. It has over 10 million views on YouTube. It's important to remember that anything you share has the potential to be forwarded. So funny videos like this one by Michael Angel Comedy can be plastered all over the internet. And that's okay, it's harmless. But what if the picture or video going viral was something embarrassing or damaging to you? Okay, let's talk about the oversharer, the first bad guy. The oversharer is that friend of yours who shares too much information online about you or your friends, which can compromise your security. You never know who your followers could be and what we like to call, you never know who your followers could be. What we like to call an oversharer is that person who tends to spread information about others, whether mean-spirited or well-intended. I'm sure that at some point in your life, you've seen or heard about a picture or a post that got out of hand because of screenshots or oversharing. Remember, once you've shared information, it might be able to go anywhere all over the web. So let's talk about what kinds of information should we be careful to protect. Do you have any idea of what information you would want to protect when online? I'll give you a few examples. I think passwords should be protected online. Private images, bank information, your home address. Which brings us to the next topic about the importance of having settings on your gadgets online. You need to understand the importance of knowing who you share particular information with. You need to share things that you would want other people to know about. So let's look at what's happening in this situation. So Chipo writes to her friend online and says, "I hate my teacher." The friend responds, "Me too." And then someone else they didn't expect to respond, which just happens to be their teacher, responds to say, "You do realize we are friends online, right?" So what would you say has gone wrong in this situation? Why might Chipo be in trouble now? Yes, because Chipo decided to talk about the teacher, forgetting that the teacher is also a friend online. So the internet is full of many stories of people who shared more information than they should have and got caught out by either their bosses, their friends, or even teachers. We then need to understand the importance of setting our settings in a way that information is shared only to the people that we want to see that information. Just like in the real world, you share different things with different people, right? For example, while you invite your friends and family into your home, that does not mean that you allow them to go into your room and poke around all your personal stuff. The web is the same. You want to be sure that friends, family, and strangers only see the stuff that you want them to see. It's a good idea to have a look at your share settings and talk with a trusted adult about what information you want to give to the world to access. Settings are awesome because they allow you to control who sees what on your pages. You should familiarize yourself with the settings on your favorite social platforms so you only share with those people that you want to share with. Talk to your parents or a trusted adult about what type of settings make sense. Okay, here we have a video which I won't share with you, but you can find it on the net. This is an example of the benefits of sharing positive content online. So on this video, it's a group of young people playing soccer on a soccer field. And the soccer field has a lot of garbage on it. So while they play, the one boy then falls into the garbage and hurts himself. One of the on-standers then decides to take a video of what has happened and sends it on social media. And the video goes viral. But the positive part of this is that the video ends up in the mayor's office, which then brings it to their attention that the soccer field is dirty, and the soccer field gets cleaned up, and then kids were able to play on the soccer field safely after that. Okay, so given all the information I've given you so far, I'd like us to just go through an exercise where you tell me what you think is okay to share online and what you think is not okay to share online. I'm going to mention a few things. If you can just interact with me in the chat box and let me know what you think. Is it okay or not okay? Is it fine to share your home address and phone number online? Okay, I see a lot of no's there. Is it okay to share news articles online? Oh, yes, that's okay. That's okay. Is it okay to share your email password online? That's a big no, I think, and I see most of you do agree with me. Is it okay to share your photos and music online? Of course, that's okay to share music among your friends and family. What about dictionary definitions? Of course, that's fine because spreading knowledge is good. Compliments about others. I like this one. I think it's great to share compliments about others online. Your holiday dates? No. Yes, I agree. Not at all, because only your family and friends need to know about such personal information. What about your school's location? Some people say yes. Some people say no. Most people say no. Your school's location, definitely not. You don't want people knowing where to find you. Answers to the test. I guess that depends who you're sharing them with. But that's still a no. An embarrassing photo of your friend sleeping. No, that's not kind at all. So I would say no. I see most of you agree that it's a no. Your schoolwork. I guess that also depends who you're sharing it with. If it's something that could help another person, maybe yes. The location of a restaurant. I guess you could share the location of a restaurant as long as you are not at that restaurant. Maybe just to help people with information. A nasty message about your teacher. No, I wouldn't advise that. We saw what happened to Chipo earlier on. Your friend's homework. Maybe not, because that's not important either online. Invitation to your party. That's a tricky one. I guess if you are sharing it with your private friends and family, that would be fine, but nothing more than that. We don't want strangers coming to your party, do we? Okay, let's play. If you think the statement is true or false, just let me know in the chat box. Once it's on the internet, it stays there forever. Is this true or false? I see most people say it's true. Yes, I agree with you too. It is true. 1.37 billion people use the internet. Would you say this is true or false? Of course it's true. All of these people potentially have access to the things you share online. Isn't that scary? So that's why it's very important to share the right things online. Okay. People like becoming a meme and going viral. Would you say this is true or would you say this is false? I see most people are saying false. Okay, so we're going to go with the false. I think it's false too. Most people report feeling very upset or scared at not being able to control their own image. Would you say sharing online can reveal our location? Is this true or false? I think it's true. It's true. What are the dangers? Think about what are the dangers associated with people knowing your whereabouts. Do you want people to really know where you are all the time? I don't think so. If I don't share it with my parents, they won't see it. This is not true, of course, because we know that whatever you share online has the potential of being seen by anyone and everyone in the world. So this is definitely false. Okay, so woohoo, we just got our badge for being sharp. Let's go ahead. Congratulations, congratulations. Let's go ahead. The next pillar important for being internet awesome is being strong. And what does being strong online mean? It means you need to be able to secure your secrets. So the next essential step of being an internet hero is being strong. As I said, being strong is being able to secure your secrets. Why should you bother about securing your secrets? Someone might ask. Remember the second bad guy, the hacker? The reason why we need to secure our secrets is because there could be a hacker about and around who could get hold of your personal information by guessing things like weak passwords. So we want to make sure that we are internet safe by creating strong passwords. Can we quickly try and crack this code? So here on number one, we've got number 1, 2, 3, a missing number, and 5, 6. Would it be easy to crack that? Do you think you know what is the missing number? Of course, I think that's very easy to crack because the missing number is obviously 4. Can we do the second one? PAWOD. Would you be able to crack this code if it was somebody's password? I think I would. I think the missing words there are, the missing letters are SS and R, which make it password. So you wouldn't want to create something that weak because a hacker can crack that very easily. Okay, we move on to the last one. The last one is HLO. That's another very easy one to crack because it's obvious that the missing letters there are EL, which makes it hello. So that would be very easy for a hacker to crack. So what do we do to make sure that we have strong passwords? So a strong password needs to have certain characteristics. The first characteristic of a strong password is 8 to 12 characters. That is the first characteristic of a strong password. The second characteristic of a strong password is mixing numbers and letters. This also makes your password much stronger. The third characteristics is making sure that you mix uppercases and lowercase characters to make your password stronger. The fourth one is being able to incorporate special characters such as exclamation marks, the hashtag sign. This also enables your password to be much stronger, which means it's not that much risk to be cracked by the hackers we've been talking about. Okay, great. Now that you know what passwords to use and what passwords not to use, we are going to create our own password. But what's use is a password if you forget it all the time. We all know that you can't write a password down or someone might find it. So we have to develop a way to remember the passwords. Let's look at different ways we can remember our passwords. So in this case, what happens is you could use a letter like E, and look for a resembling letter, a number that could correspond with E. So if you look at this slide, you can see that E does look more like a 3 as a number. I does look more like an exclamation mark. S does look more like a 5. T does look more like a plus. G does look more like a 9. I does look more like the number 1. Not does look more like the number 0. T does look more like the number 7. And B does look more like the number 8. So let's put this knowledge into action by creating our own strong passwords. I'd like you to create your own strong password, and we're going to share it with each other in a bit. So think of a fun phrase or an event that you can remember. The first step, like I said just now, is to think of a fun phrase and an event that you can remember and write it down. It could be your family's favorite film. It could be a children's book. When and from what high school one of your friends may graduate from. In this case, I have used my little brother Ethan was born in December, but you should come up with your own. So let's have fun and create our own passwords. Okay. On a new line below your phrase, rewrite your phrase. Are we doing that? Let's see your phrases in the chat box, please. But this time, when you write your phrase, use the first letter from some or all the words in the phrase or title. So look at my example. My first letter is M, which stands for my. L is my second letter, which stands for little. B is my third letter, which stands for brother. Then I put my brother's name as Ethan there. And then W is what stands for was. And B then stands for born. And then it's in December. See how easy that can be? And no hacker could be able to think about this and crack my code. How's it going with you guys? Are you cracking your codes? Remember the characteristics that need to go with the strong password and create your own password. Okay, on a new line, you're going to rewrite your phrase again, but this time, change some of the letters into numbers and some into symbols. Remember the symbols we spoke about earlier? So look how I've done mine. Ethan, in this example, has been changed to 3-than. Remember how we spoke about how you can try and match letters to numbers? December has been changed in this code, in this password, to be Decem83R. And in, we've replaced the I with an exclamation. Okay. While we are still on passwords, I hope you're having fun. Finally, let's make some of the letters uppercase and some of the letters lowercase. Are we doing that? Can you share your beautiful, strong passwords in the chat box, please? Stunning. I'm seeing some very interesting inputs in the chat box. Great. Awesome. Okay. Now tell me, now that you've created this very strong password, can you remember your password? In order to know if this has worked, we have to check if we can remember our password. To help you remember, write your password down 2 more times on your piece of paper. Have you done that? Yes, I see fantastic passwords. Yes, this is awesome. I can see that you guys were listening. Okay, so we are going to do another interesting exercise. And in this exercise, I'd like you to participate in the chat box by letting me know if this is a do or a don't. Okay. So using a unique password for each of your important accounts. Is that a do or a don't? I would definitely say it is a do. Use personal information, name, address, and phone number when you make a password. Would that be a good idea to use your personal information when creating a password? I definitely don't think so. Now that I know the information that I know, that is a big, big don't. Use a password that's easy to guess, like your nickname or favorite basketball team. Do you think that's a good idea? Again, using 8 characters can help you to secure your password. I see you guys are agreeing with me as well. Share your password with people so you don't forget it. Would this be a do or don't? Do you want to share your password with people? Definitely no. I see many, many no's. Definitely no. You wouldn't want to do that unless it's your parent, of course, because you can trust your parents, or an adult that you can trust. Log out of your account when after you've finished on a public computer. Would you want to log out of the computer when you've just used log out of your account when you've used the public computer? I think that's a great idea. So definitely do that. It's a do. Tick remember my password when using a public computer. Do you think that's a good idea? Should you remember your password on a public computer? No, I think that's a big don't. And I see you all agree with me that that is a big don't. And then, yay, we've just gotten our next badge for being strong and securing our secrets online. Okay, the next pillar for being internet awesome is being alert. What does it mean, alert online? It means don't fall for fake. Everyone knows you never take candy from a stranger, right? Well, the same principle applies online. It's important to know between what's real and what's fake on the internet. This is our third bad guy, the pisher. The pisher can gain access to your personal information by tricking you, or they can harm your device with malware. That's scary, isn't it? Sometimes pishers might try to impersonate someone or something Phishing is defined as the attempt to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, and credit card details, often for bad reasons, by the entity in an electronic communication like your friend or your bank. It's good to remember to be on the lookout and steer clear from anything that seems fishy. Phishers are good at what they do, trust me, and they're going to get better every day. But with a few tips, you can learn to steer clear of the fisherman's attack. Okay, let's discuss some signs of phishing attacks. Okay, maybe you've seen a post like this. It looks like it was posted from my friend's account, but it says something she would never say. This is an example of a link you shouldn't click on because it could take you to a site that misuses your personal information or download something harmful onto your computer. Okay, we're going on to discuss signs of phishing attacks. This right now on our screen, it looks like a normal site, but there's something off. Can you spot what's off on this site? What is wrong with this site? If you look closer, you will see that the website's address is completely wrong. If I entered my email and password into this phony site, then scammers and phishers could have access to my account information. Let's play a game just to see if you can identify what's real or fake. If the site includes indicators of a trustworthy site like badges, would you say it's real or fake? If a site has a URL that matches the name and the title you're looking for, would you think it's fake or real? Of course it should be real because it matches. Does the offer seem too good to be true? I know you've seen some of those offers where you are told you've won $1 million and you need to give your details in order to get the money. That's too good to be true. So I think you're right, guys. It could be fake. Are there any pop-ups? If there are any pop-ups, would that be a sign of fake or real? Definitely suspicious. Does the URL start with https:// and does the website have a green padlock? If the website starts with that as a URL and also has a green padlock, would you say that's fake or real? Of course, that's a sign of being real. So I agree with you. That's a sign of a real website. Okay, so let's do an exercise again to see if you are comfortable with identifying what's fake and what's real. Okay, let's look at what I have on the screen right now. It's a notice, membership information. It's got the email address that it's coming from. It reads, Dear 20, a big thank you for your membership with us. Because you've been such an amazing member, we'd like to upgrade you to premium at no extra cost. Wow, that's exciting news for 20. But would you say this is fake or real? I see some people say real, some people say fake. Okay, so let me tell you what I think. The email matched the supposed sender. So that's one sign of showing that it's real. There are no suspicious links on the email. So that's another sign that shows that it's real. It isn't forcing you to give up confidential information. That's another sign that you could say it's real. So I am going to go with real for this particular email. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This is a donut website. I think they're trying to sell more donuts here. The look of things and the information that you now have, would you say this is a real website or not? Real. I see real. I see lots of real. Why do you say it's real? The domain matches what's on the website. That's correct. Yes. There's a security padlock in the URL. Very correct. Yes. And the URL starts with HTTPS, which is one of the signs that we say you could spot a real website. So this website is correct. Okay, let's look at this one. Congratulations, you've won an iPhone. That sounds too good to be true for me. What do you think, guys? You think it's fake? I also think it's definitely fake. And my reasons are the fine print on this particular site contradicts the headline. It also looks like it's a pop-up, which is usually suspicious. And it's asking you to give away your contact details, which is a huge no-no online. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Hello, my friend. I have won. Okay, let's do that quickly. I have won the lottery. I want to share my good luck with you. I will give you $1,000. Wow, that's amazing. But first, please send me your bank details, full name, and password, so I can give you I can give the money to you. Speak soon, your friend. Does this sound real or fake, guys? I think this is so obviously fake. I don't think any of us can have such luck nowadays. So definitely, this offer is too good to be true. He's asking you for confidential information. He's giving away money, which is almost impossible. And it seems like this is a very generic email. It's not necessarily tailored to anyone. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Hey, you seem like a fun person to hang out with. Let's have some fun together. Can you add me to your favorite friends list? Remy. I know this happens a lot on social media, but we need to look out for it, because no person who doesn't know you can think you are that cool that they really want to be part of your network. So I would say this is a big fake. And my reasons for that is there's no profile picture here. This Remy guy is requesting access to your personal information through your accounts. Although it's not always easy to tell if it's something, if something is 100% real or fake, we advise you to always ask a parent or adult before accepting any request like this one. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This looks like it's a message from Facebook. Your Facebook account has violated our policies. To avoid account suspension, visit, and it gives you a URL and reconfirm it. Facebook security team. Do you think this is fake or real? I definitely think this is fake. I don't think Facebook ever writes such emails to its members or even messages that come to our phones. So this is definitely fake. Businesses that hold your important information like Facebook won't send you a text to warn you about violations. This link definitely looks suspicious to me, and I see most of you are saying the same. So yay, we are getting our third badge for being alert. And now we move to the fourth pillar that ensures that we are internet awesome. And this one is being kind. It's my favorite one. because I really think it's cool to be kind. What do you think, guys? Have you heard of the phrase that says treat others the way you want to be treated? What do you think that actually means? It means just be kind, because you also expect others to be kind to you. So this also applies online. This means that you should only post, comment, or forward something if you wouldn't mind someone doing the same to you. Which gets us to the next bad guy, who is the troublemaker. So the troublemaker is that guy or friend or stranger that goes out of their way to hurt other people's feelings. Unfortunately, there are troublemakers out there who enjoy hurting other people's feelings and being cruel to others online. The worst thing about the troublemaker is that bad vibes can spread very fast. I'm sure you all know this. By being cruel to others online, he can turn them into troublemakers too. That's why it's so important to use our internet power to stop troublemaking in its tracks. Okay, guys, let's talk. Okay, let's talk. How did it make you feel? Oh, okay, let's talk about kindness. We just said being kind is really cool, right? I know some of you are with people where you are. If you're not with anyone there, you will do this exercise by yourself. But what I'd like you to do is say something nice, kind to the next person next to you. If you are by yourself, just say something kind to yourself. Okay. We'll get to how that felt right now. I also want to know, before we depart from this aspect of being kind online, raise your hand if you have seen someone being nasty online. I know I have seen a lot of people who go out of their way to be nasty online. I know when I see that kind of stuff, it kind of makes me feel really sad and icky. So that's why I just wanted you to have an experience of how it feels when someone says something really kind to you. So I'm hoping that every one of you has now had a chance to either tell the next person next to them about something kind about them, what they're wearing, whatever it is that you can recognize, or say something kind to yourself. And just let me know in the chat box how that felt. It felt really good to me. I know that. Yes, I think you guys agree with me. Okay, so let's think of ways we can spread kindness online. Let's think of ways we can spread kindness online. You have so many opportunities to respond, post, and comment. So why not be positive? I challenge you to try to do something positive online each day. Leave an encouraging comment, send someone a thank you text. These sorts of little acts of positivity will not only make you feel great, but they will inspire other people to be kind online too. So have you guys thought of a few ways that you could be kind online? Okay, I see someone says you could share likes. I know I like to be kind online by using the interesting emojis, like the smile emoji, the hug emoji. It's amazing that in as much as it's an emoji, but it can really make you feel someone's kindness through your screen. Don't you think so? Okay, so guys, remember, being kind is so cool online. Okay, let's have a look at situations just to apply what we've already gone through. I'd like you to tell me what you would do in each one of these situations. Okay, so someone found your friend's phone and sent a really mean message about another student to a bunch of people on her soccer team. What would you do if something like this happened? Okay. Okay, so some of you say you would reprimand that person who sent that. Some of you say you'd stop being their friend. I like that. You want to be in solidarity because this is an example of bullying online. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, someone is posting seriously mean comments about the students in the class on your class blog. What would you do in this situation? To spread kindness, to spread positivity, what would you do? Okay, I see. I would tell the person who's posting mean comments to stop. I would tell them about the importance of being kind online. Brilliant. I love the comments coming through in the chat box. Yes. Yes, because being kind is cool. There's an online game that a bunch of your friends play a lot. This one time, one player starts saying really nasty stuff about one of your friends who's playing, and they just won't stop. What would you do in this situation to stop the bullying and to spread kindness online? Okay, I see one of you says, I'd stop playing the game with this particular person. Yes. Tell them about how cool being kind is. I like that comment. Yes. Brilliant. I see you guys are getting this concept of being kind. Remember, you can help stop the spread of harmful or untrue messages by not passing them on to others. You can mean-spirited or inappropriate behavior. You can make an effort to provide support to those that are being bullied. You can be an upstander and encourage others to speak up. When you see someone being mean to another person online, making them feel embarrassed or left out, fun of them, disrespecting them, hurting their feelings, etc., you always have a choice. First, you can choose to be an upstander instead of a bystander by helping the target. And remember, it is up to all of us together as an online community to keep the internet a great place. I think we're getting another badge. Okay, we just got our Be Kind badge. You guys are just amazing. I'm enjoying this. I think you guys are too. Okay, so another way we can be internet awesome is by being brave. What does it mean to be brave online? So being brave basically means when you are in doubt about anything online, talk it out. Talk it out. And who do you talk it out to? You either talk it out to a parent or you talk it out to a trusted adult. So I'm sure we are going that we are brave online going forward. Again, just to emphasize what being brave means, say something, talk it out, report or blog inappropriate content, get proof, and don't be afraid. Okay, let's talk a bit. Let's talk a bit about what we've just gone through, guys. Okay. Let's look at this. What do you do in a situation like this? You get a chat from someone with whom you aren't familiar. I saw you in the math class today. You're cute. What is your address? I can come over to hang out. This sounds interesting. Would you trust this kind of invitation? I don't think so. I don't think this can be trusted. So definitely this is not someone to trust. This is someone to report to either a parent or a trusted adult. You accidentally download a virus on your computer. how would you respond? Yes, I see. I would tell a trusted adult. I would tell my mom. Oh, yes, you've got it right, guys. Your first response in any instance of anything you don't understand is to either tell a parent or a trusted adult. You see a message that says, everyone wear purple tomorrow, but don't tell Letu. This is a sign of bullying, I think. What would you do if something like this happens? Someone says, I wouldn't wear purple so that me and Letu are not wearing purple. That's a nice sign of solidarity, of being a good friend. Someone says, I would tell Letu. Definitely, you need to tell Letu. Someone says, I would tell the friend who says, we shouldn't tell Letu about the importance of being kind to others. I love that. I love the kindness that's coming through that comment. Okay, let's see the next one. A student posts a group photo in a public account and you hate the way you look in it. Would you report that photo or not? How can you respond? Definitely don't repost that photo. I see someone says I'd ask the friend to put it down. But definitely you wouldn't share something like this where someone hates the way they look and you share it. Definitely tell the one who shared it to bring it down. I agree with you guys totally on that one. I think we are about to get our next badge. Yay! We just got our Be Brave badge. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 badges. Guys, I am just enjoying this. You guys are absolutely awesome. So let's talk about this again. How can we be internet heroes? I think you guys are already internet heroes just from the way you've been participating in this session. But let's quickly recap what we've learned today about being internet awesome. So the first tip is be internet smart, meaning share with care. We are not here to tell you what you should or should not share, but we do want to suggest that you think before you share. Be mindful of what you share and with whom. Remember that anything you share has a potential to be forwarded, copied, and found by others. Tip 2, be internet alert. Don't fall for fake. Trust your gut. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, Google and other reputable companies will never ask you for your password over email. Know how to spot signs of a potential scam. Always check with a parent or a trusted adult before you offer up any information. Right, guys? Tip number 3, be internet strong. Secure your secrets. Make sure you set strong passwords by making them 8 and more characters, mixing upper and lower letters, numbers and symbols, and choose a unique yet memorable password for every site. Don't share it with anyone except for a parent or a trusted adult. Always remember to log out of a public computer or device, and that means at school, the library, and at your friend's house too. Become familiar with your different apps and sites and put them to good use. Okay. Tip number 4, be internet kind. It's cool to be kind, remember? Use the power of the internet to spread positivity. If you do cruel, unkind, or offensive, you should speak up and take action by blocking or reporting it. Tip number 5, and remember, when in doubt, talk it out. Teachers and parents have your back. If something or someone online makes you uncomfortable, mention it to a trusted adult. Ooh, that sounds awesome. So, what do we need to do to be internet heroes? We need to be smart. We need to be alert. We need to be strong. We need to be kind. And we need to be brave. That sounds like a plan, don't you think so, guys? I think we've almost come to the end of our session, and it's gone so quickly. I've enjoyed having each and every one of you on the session. These are some of the resources that you can use as parents and show them to your kids too, on how you can keep your children safe online. Google Safety has a URL that can has a lot of articles and advice for how to be safe online, including practical security advice, practical privacy tips, tips for sharing responsibility. There's also the FBP site where you can report internet crimes or child pornography on the number 012-003-1400. We also have the Lifeline, the Child Lifeline. If you're being affected by bullying, you can call Lifeline for free to get advice, or even to have someone to listen to you. You know, sometimes we just need someone to listen. If you want to learn more about staying online safe, you have some excellent resources for you to continue this learning journey with Web Rangers as well. Web Rangers is a digital project designed to allow young people to gain critical skills and knowledge around online safety. I hope you guys have enjoyed this session as much as I have. And I just encourage you to remain internet awesome so you can be internet heroes. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.